pleasure of sitting down with one of the top 20 entrepreneurs to watch in 2023. This was put out at the beginning of February by the New York City Journal. This particular person calls Clarksville home. This is Rosemary Calcese, a phenomenal lawyer, works in real estate, owns Transformation Title here in Clarksville, as well as Calcese and Associates. First off, thank you for sitting down with me.
No, thank you. It's an honor to sit with you.
It's what an honor that you were recognized as one of the top 20 entrepreneurs to watch around for 2023 by the New York City Journal. Did this come as a shock, or how did you find out about this recognition?
Yes, it was a total shock. The New York City Journal does their own vetting process, and they pick from a pool of thousands of people that are entrepreneurs and business owners, and they have different levels that you have to enter your information: size, growth, expansion, basis, fundamentals, and so lots of different categories. I did not foresee myself as being a winner of it, coming from such an amazing pool in the U.S.
Well, and don't let Rosemary fool you. She is an amazing woman, not only a wife, mother of two, veteran, lawyer, worked in real estate. Like, you have such a extended background. What has, I guess, given you that drive to get to where you are?
Yeah, I'm a very spiritual person, but I came from nothing. I grew up in a trailer park, and I knew at a very, very young age that I wanted to do something different. I wanted to change my trajectory, and I knew that was up to me to do it. And so I think probably when I was about 6 or 7, I told my dad I would be a lawyer, and now I am. I took an unconventional route to get here because I don't have a normal background. My dad was in the military, so we moved around a lot. And so doing that, school can be challenging, having consistency. So I joined the Navy when I was 18, and I completed my undergraduate and master's degree while I was enlisted in the Navy. And then I got out of the Navy and started my civilian legal career.
For those out there who, may say, I don't have the background, I can't do it, what can you say to them? Because honestly, anything is possible.
You can do it. You can do anything you set your mind to. And in fact, we moved so much as a child. When I went into high school, the high school told me, you're so far behind, there is no way you're going to graduate until you're probably 20. And that was so damaging for me, because I knew I was smart. I knew that God granted me a gift of intelligence, book smart. So it was very, very hard for me to hear that. And so I dropped out of high school in 9th grade and taught myself how to read and write to get into the Navy and to get into college. And so I was self-taught from 16.
Wow. So discipline has always been a part of you. How do you stay disciplined as you have continued through life?
Discipline is key. Discipline is more important than motivation and more important than any plan you could ever have. So my discipline and how I've always stayed on track is every day I have a schedule. I wake up and I work out. I wake up at 05, I work out, I get my kids ready, I clean my house, make lunches, and then I go to work. And I am a very systematic person, create a lot of to-do lists.
That's always the struggle for me, the to-do list.
Yes. Well, sometimes they're so daunting because you're like, oh my gosh, but biting it off in chunks. I also think that I've always worked out. I've always been some form of an athlete. And I think that athleticism teaches you a lot of discipline. And whether you're a coachable person or you're not, but if you show up, you work hard, you get results. And that's really, it's not much more complicated than that.
I do have to ask, as a woman, you've been in male-dominated areas, so from the Navy to pursuing law. Real estate is, tends to be male-dominated.
It is.
How have you set yourself apart to be so successful?
Grace. I think that I choose grace over feminism or over dominance. If you are a graceful woman and you carry yourself with that pride and spirituality and representing yourself, generally people are very open to that. And so I don't have a lot of issues. Real estate law 98% is male. So I am of the minority for sure. But I've always been in great situations.
Best piece of advice that you can give those listening?
Never give up, and you set your trajectory. Nobody sets that for you. It doesn't matter what set of cards that you've been given. You can change the future starting today.
Rosemary Calcese, so many great words there. Thank you again. Recognized as the top 20 entrepreneurs to look for in 2023 by the New York City Journal. You can catch the article there. Again, thank you, Rosemary, for your time.
Thank you so much.